Welcome to SolidWorks. Let's start by creating a new document. Select the New Document icon from the standard toolbar. Select Part and click OK. If you have a graphic card issue, like a flickering or black screen, check your hardware acceleration. To do this, you right-click, select Properties, then Settings, choose Display, Advanced, and Troubleshoot. Here is where you decrease your hardware acceleration. Click Apply, then OK, and OK again to get those settings in effect. Another troubleshooting technique you can try is through the Options setting. Systems Options, Performance. Click Use Software OpenGL. Click OK. And this should solve any video display issues you may be having. In the Feature Manager design window, we have three components: the front plane, a top plane, and a right plane. Right-click on the top plane. Choose Insert Sketch. The top panel is turned perpendicular towards us, and we're ready to draw. Let's insert a grid. Click OK. You can access this menu also from the Options tool, Document Properties, Grid, and Snap. Click OK. By the way, if you don't have a grid button, right-click, Customize, choose Command, Sketch, and drag the grid button to your toolbar. You can remove it the same way. Now cancel. Choose a rectangle. From the 0 coordinate, let's draw a rectangle. Now let's give it some dimension. You see here, these two lines are black, and the other two lines are blue. Black means that the line is defined. Blue means the line isn't. Choose the Smart Dimension tool, touch the line, and draw the dimension. The Dimension dialog window opens. Type 80 millimeters. Here are your options to accept, cancel, or regenerate the model. Click Accept. Touch the top line and draw the dimensions. Type 100 millimeters here and click Accept. Now you see all four lines are black. The rectangle is now fully defined. We are ready to extrude now. Click Feature, select the Extrude tool. We've now got a preview of the box. You can drag it up and down, or you can enter the dimensions in this text box right here. We're going to select 50 millimeters, for example. Click on the check mark to accept it. And we have our box. The Extrude feature appears right here. The sketch shows up under the Extrude. SolidWorks is a fully parametrical program. This means we can change any dimension at any time pretty much. Double-click on the box. Let's say we want to change this dimension to 90 millimeters. We click Regenerate. Our box automatically retreats and becomes smaller. Click OK. This concludes our first lesson in SolidWorks. In this second lesson, we will review the SolidWorks interface. SolidWorks behaves like a native Windows interface. Let's start by undocking one of the panels. We can dock it on the right, at the bottom, and also on the left side. Right here we have the Command Manager. It undocks too. Right-click and choose Customize Command Manager. Here we can choose different menus. For example, blocks. Click outside the Command Manager and the block menu will appear right here. Click again and the block menu disappears. We can choose the huge large button with text option. Click the right button here and choose Customize. We saw this window in our last lesson. Here, we can choose what's going to be visible in the toolbar by clicking these boxes here. Enable Command Manager, and if you uncheck it, it'll disappear. We've got options here to use large icons, show the tooltips, under Commands, we customize our toolbar. Simply drag and drop back and forth as you need. Under the Menus tab, we can customize the menu. The Keyboard tab allows us to insert custom commands. The Options tab allows us to customize SolidWorks for your industry standard. With Consumer Product Design, the Surfaces toolbar appears. If you select Machine Design, the Sheet Metal and Weldments toolbar appears. With Mold Design, the Surfaces and Molds options appear in our Command Manager. The commands are also accessible from a right mouse click. Right-click on the top surface, for example, I will get a unique set of commands. We're already familiar with Insert Sketch. You see here that Extrude 1 became highlighted. I can also right-click on Feature to access some commands, such as Edit Sketch, Edit Feature, and so on. Right-click on the sketch, and that gives us some commands too. We can break our main window into 4 different windows by dragging these handles here. We can then set up independent views in each window. Click on this drop-down menu and choose Isometric. Click here and choose Back, and so on. Okay, let's remove these windows. The middle button on your mouse or your mouse wheel will let you rotate the solid. The mouse wheel also allows you to zoom in and out. I can zoom in on a specific area and out again. The commands on the View toolbar. Here we can resize it. This drags and drops and docks also. Previous view. Zoom to fit. Zoom region. Zoom in and out. Rotate. And pan. This lets you move it across the view. There are some commands under the next button. They are accessible here as well. Normal to. Top panel in this case. Let's choose isometric for now. The next one is wireframe. Hidden lines visible and hidden lines removed. Shaded with edges, shaded without edges, and shadow. Okay, let's dock that back on the toolbar. The bottom bar is our status bar. Let's open our sketch again. Right-click to open the sketch. In the status bar, we see that our sketch is fully defined, and we also see a representation of our mouse movements. In the right top corner, we have what's called the confirmation corner. Let's exit. And this brings us to the end of our overview of the Solidworks interface.